Alright, hey guys, Garden here today, bringing brand new video. Today is going to be an update on the Pendulum Magician deck profile, which I'll be showing you today. I'm just going to get a dual setup to show you what the combo looks like uninterrupted, and it's basically it's much more consistent to get because you don't need as much pieces as last time. So we're just going to get first hand, first try, get this combo out. Alright, sweet. Use contract. Kepler. We have to use chronograph because he's our only turbo card, but usually if you have chronograph in your hand, but there's not a turbo card that you can use, I highly recommend using the other turbo card. So yeah, this is what happens when you get contract. It's a +2 instead of a +3, but it's still very good. As you can see, you can still very well combo with it. So all I'm going to use next is to use the contracts and use Thomas as my electromite sacrifices. So now we can just get our pieces set up. So we need 2 rank 7s, 2 rank 6s. So let's see. We have chronograph away, so we just send Jank. We already have Jackal in hand as well, so so we're just gonna loop chronograph, of course. So Kepler, draw 1, drew it. We got another Kepler. Okay. So electromite, we already have our level 6s, so we just need gate 0, and then we literally don't. We just need. Actually, we need to get another scale piece. So what I'll be doing is that I will be getting us another Wisdom Eye. So someone that chronograph, Kepler. And then Wisdom Eye. Does that. Adds Wisdom Eye back. And next we bring out Firewall Dragon. Next, gonna activate both the Wisdom Eyes. Get Oath. Get, doesn't really matter, Black Fang or Harmonizing. Let's just get Black Fang. Activate. So we could add Wisdom Eye. Extra special summons, so need that, and we use Electromite to get the extra zinc. So we got our level 7s, we got our level 6s, so this is pretty much game right here. Because we got our combo actually. This is it. So we get out Beatrice with the level 6s, and then what Beatrice will do is that we send away Imperial Order. And next, of course, we link for Absolute Dragon. And then link them all the way. For Griffin, and then we get our Griffin, discard stat, adding back Imperial Order. Odd Eyes brings out, Absolute Dragon brings out Vortex, which is our other negate, and then, yeah, this is the board right here, because Imperial Order will negate anything that they have, and then Firewall is a negate, Vortex is a negate, and there's prevent, special monsters on field cannot activate their effects unless they're linked. So yeah, that is literally it. They can't do it. As yeah, I mean, like he can try. We can try to play around it, but it's not gonna work. Like use a lure, and then just chain Imperial, and literally all these spell cards are useless. As that's actually it. Like you could do like Cerberus, and then like Cerberus can't do anything. You get someone Kepler. Like overall, like it's over, man. This board is like it's the exact same board, but you have Imperial Order. Like that's literally it. Like sometimes you won't be able to summon Vortex, but that's fine because uh you still have Griffin, you still have Firewall. So overall, very strong board, and like honestly, having just Griffin and Firewall still really helps because that way you can't Sphere Mode it because you only have two monsters. But Imperial is your negate, and Firewall is negate, and then Griffin like prevents anything. So like that's at least three negates right there. So I'll be showing you the deck profile on how to do this, of course. So let's start off with the extenders. Kepler. Nothing really to say about this card. It's just like it's the best extender in the game because it's plus free. You know, I explained this before, but I'll explain it again. Kepler, you summon Kepler, add contract. Contract gets Thomas. You link away Kepler for Electromite. You activate Thomas. Add Kepler back to your hand, so you could special summon with Chronograph, or you could use it as another piece to destroy with Electromite. But normally you want to destroy your contracts instead, and then uh, and then use Thomas. I mean, you destroy Thomas with Electromite, add back Chronograph, and then like that's it, dude. You already you can special summon Kepler with the Chronograph afterwards. So like you already have all you get a free Electromite afterwards. It's a plus free, and you can use contract as your as your next Electromite, your second Electromite's cost. So yeah, you basically Kepler resolves a free Electromite, which is which basically just gives you your whole combo in honesty, because you'll be able to have enough resources to bring out your next Electromite. So that's pretty much it really. As you know, Thomas already talked about what he can do. Contract you what I well you basically do what I did in the combo earlier if you saw it, which is I activate contract, add Kepler, summon Kepler, add another contract, and then you have your you know you have contracts which can be your targets for Electromite. You could do like you get someone Kepler add contract. I mean, no, you could use what am I going to talk about? And then Thomas, it's like even if you draw him, he's not entirely useless because like if you draw something like one time I had like Chronograph with Thomas in my hand, so like all I had to do was get my first Electromite out, send Kepler, and then Kepler gets added back with Thomas, and then I destroy Thomas with you know the Electromite, and then I special summon Chronograph from my hand after adding back whatever. And then Chronograph special summons the Kepler from my hand, and I get contract, and contract adds another Kepler. So like it's just all pluses. Like Thomas, so like Thomas isn't a dead draw as long as you have the right cards to play with it. Next for extenders, you have this that Darkworm. You know he adds Gate 0, which is really very like Gate 0 in both combos as you saw, crucial. Abductor, you know, adds whatever combo piece you want, and it's also a low skill. So like, because like this deck kind of lacks low skills. Almost every Pendulum Magician deck you'll see nowadays does lack low skills. So having Abductor is really useful. Lure, you know, it's a plus card. Okay. That is it, unless you count Hamster, which like he is a plus card or a temporal card, whichever one you is. Like some people ask me how I managed to get Hamster's other effect, where like he basically you normal summon him and then you target a low 5 or lower Pendulum monster, and then you special summon 2 copies of that card from your deck. So like so in this case you can special summon a Kepler, Abductor, Wisdom Eye, or Curtain Razor. You can special summon 2 copies of that, which basically if you have them in your extra deck. But Some people ask me how I could do that with a normal summon. Like the thing is, you don't need a normal summon to get your electromites all the time. Sometimes you could just do double turbo cards, because you could just do double turbo cards and then you normal summon hamster afterwards, and then it gets you a free electromite. So like you don't need to add chronograph, and you still get a plus. You could just like choose to get different resources with your electromite and use hamster summon the second electromite instead. So yeah, so hamster is still technically a turbo card. Next on the turbo cards, Dark Worm is still also technically a turbo card because you get someone with Foolish or two Dragon Shrines. So yeah, those are your turbo cards. Chronograph is a turbo card technically, but you want to avoid using him if you draw him. If like Chronograph is like your last resort turbo card if you don't have any others in your hand. So like you just destroy and some time gazer of course. Oh yeah, wait, no, I forgot to mention Oath Dragon's technically an extender. You saw me use him in the combo to add Wisdom Eyes and just so I could discard it for my Griffin. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. Cerberus, Cerberus destroys himself, adds Jacko. Jacko destroys himself, special summon Cerberus, and then Jacko is like, which is very good in this combo because like you get a Jacko in your extra deck, which you need for your combo, of course, because he's level 6 to bring out Beatrice. And then Curtain Razor, he just does stuff. That's about it. Next we just have Pendulum Magician's Wisdom Eye. You can set scales with him, or you could do the old combo with him that I showed you guys, where you bring out Time Star and like the board was like, instead of having Imperial Order, you have Time Star add Jacko to your hand, and then you summon Jacko instead. So harmonizing, it's in the old combo, but it's also a high scale, so it really helps. Shank, you need this in the combo, and then Oath is an extender. Blackfang is high scale. Purple Poison is your low scale, and Purple Poison is also very good for going second because like you could pop him to get attack, and then pop one card in your opponent's field, as well as you could set up another scale, which helps you get counters on your Jacko or your Cerberus. And then roll Imperial Order. I already talked about this. So next, extra deck, free Electromites, standard. This for the usually use free, but sometimes you can get out using two. Griffin needs for the combo. Goblin Stare if you need it. I might get rid of it though. But I'll try and use this if you get hand trapped. Firewall, you need this. Firewall. Abs Dragon, you need this in your combo. Narito, it's good. He's good for going second. Time Star for your old combo. Vortex, you need this with the absolute. Torn Dragon, you can. It's just another like stun card. You could use this instead. You could use Giant Hand instead. Dweller helps with Gokis or Burning Abyss or matchups like that. Borload's just so if I get Sphere Mode or something, and then Beatrice needs for the combo. And then off to the side deck, evenly, you run for your this. You just run for your this in every deck because it's just such a good card for this format. Red Reboot's just to counter evenly matched Imperial Iron Wall. You could actually send this away with Beatrice if you side in, and then it helps with like a Goki matchup because you can't combo without pitching Phoenix Blades. The Creeds, it's good against Ultrageist, I guess, but like honestly, I might get rid of this for something else. And then Sphere Mode is just for the mirror match or Rogue decks or Goki or stuff like that. That's it for the deck profile and the combo. Hope you guys enjoy. It's Guardian saying out. Peace.